Good evening, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, Committee and Council members. I'm Joseph Marcinko, Assistant Public Works Director, here to present information on the Water Cost of Service Report. This is for the Public Works and Transportation Committee meeting on November 22nd, 2022, and the City Council meeting on December 20th, 2022. Recommendation is that the Public Works and Transportation Committee recommend that the City Council receive and file the Water Cost of Service Report. And for the City Council meeting, that the City Council receive and file the Water Cost of Service Report. This item is categorically exempt from CEQA pursuant to 14 CCR 15306. Background. Oxnard's water system includes 10 groundwater wells, 5 interconnections to United Water Conservation District, 1 interconnection to Cayugas Municipal Water District, 1 desalter facility, 6 blending stations, over 500 miles of distribution pipeline, approximately 43,000 meters, and an advanced water purification facility. Oxnard's potable water sources consist of Cayugas Municipal Water, imported surface water, City of Oxnard's own allocation to groundwater, and that's through the allocation through the Fox Canyon Groundwater Management Agency, and groundwater purchase from the United Water Conservation District. The Cayugas amount is about 30 to 40% of our annual supply. The city wells are about 20 to 30% of our annual supply, and United Water Conservation District consists of about 30 to 40% of our supply. Background. The Public Works and Transportation Committee in 2021 requested that the Public Works Department provide reports regarding the following water-related topics: the Water Division virtual tour, water sources and drought updates, cost of water, urban water management plan, and recycled water. This report provides a cost of service analysis, which is a component of Oxnard's future long-term plans for water. Discussion. Water operating budget is funded from ratepayers' fees. Water revenues cover operations, maintenance, repairs, debt service, capital improvements, and cash reserves. Budget forecast for fiscal year 2022 to 2023. The total revenues forecast are $68,127,319. The total expenditures are estimated to be very close to that, $68,008,769, leaving a net revenue of $118,550. The water budget. Water acquisition is one of the largest expenditures that we have. The water acquisition in fiscal year 2022 to 23 is estimated at 41% of the entire water budget. The water supply acquisition costs are listed in this table, and they range from fiscal years 2019 to 2020, all the way up through the estimated years of 2024 through 2025. The budget also includes electrical costs, which is a significant portion of our budget. And just like everything else, our electrical costs are estimated to go up. They were pretty consistent from fiscal years 2017 through 2021, but now they're starting to go up, and the increase is estimated at about 14.6 cents per kilowatt hour for fiscal years 2021 and 2022. The labor is also another significant cost and increasing constantly. So the table below also lists what the the labor hour costs have been from fiscal year 2019 through 2022. And you can see from the table that those costs have gone up, increasing. The last jump on this was from the merger of the Advanced Water Purification Facility into the Water Division. Here are the list on the capital improvement projects. We have our automated meter reading infrastructure project estimated at $30 million. Cast iron pipe replacement project estimated at $16 million. Cayugas distribution pipeline, that's a large one, estimated at $60 million. That's our 45-inch diameter feed line out of Springville Reservoir. New wells are estimated at $11.4 million. Desalter facility improvements are estimated at $11 million. SCADA improvements at $2.5 million. And lastly, blending station improvements at about $1.2 million. So this slide shows an example of a current water bill. Most of the services that we have in the city are single family and multifamily residents. So we have an estimation here with 1,200 cubic feet, which is the equivalent of about 9,000 gallons of water. And what the cost is, the average bill would be for a single family, multifamily house in Oxnard using our rates. So the groundwater agency fee history, the groundwater agency fees are going up as well. And so that 1 acre foot of Oxnard's treated groundwater is $1,268. That includes operational expenditures to make it potable. And this table below shows the groundwater fees from Fox Canyon and United Water Conservation District over the fiscal years 2017 through 2022. And you can see how those prices have gone up significantly. And that's one of our considerations in our operational expenditures. United Water Conservation District's historic costs, 1 acre foot is approximately $881, includes operational expenditures to make it potable. And the table below again is just like the last one, where it is the fiscal years 2017 through fiscal years 2022, and showing the different charges along with that and what the corresponding costs are. And you can see that those are also going up or have gone up significantly. And another very much very big important consideration and thing that we need to follow, because that affects our cost of serving water significantly. And lastly, here we have Cayugas Municipal Water District historical costs. 1 acre foot of surface water from Cayugas Municipal Water District is $1,667. This includes operational expenditures to make it potable. And this table again shows the fiscal years 2017 through 2022. And you can see how those costs over the years have increased steadily as well. This is a table for water supply and demand projections. You can see that as the years from 2025 through the estimated years of 2045, our estimated water sales and use is expected to go up. And we have to be able to make sure we secure additional water to meet the needs that we estimate we're going to have. This is a graph that shows the proportional makeup of the water supply and the estimations for the future. So it shows past from the years 2014 all the way up to the estimated years of 2042. And you can see how the different proportions have changed with the city groundwater and the three sources, the city groundwater, United groundwater, and Cayugas. But that's not going to meet our future demands. So we need to factor in for recycled water, using it for ASR, as well as taking water, recycled water that we've sold and to the agricultural community, and we get credits for, and using those credits in future years in order to meet that demand. This table is a table of Oxnard's groundwater basin's historic levels. You can see that they're not in a good way. The 80,000 acre foot line there is kind of the safe yield for the basin. You can see from 2013, October 2013, for the most part, all the way through the present time, that it's been in overdraft, is what they call it when they're under that safe yield. So they've had one spike in the 2018-2019 year. They had a good rain year then, but you can see this prolonged drought has significantly affected the groundwater levels in the area. So for the Cayugas supply, they're also, as you probably know from all of our meetings and our drought restrictions, there's available water supplies all around the state in California are bad. This slide represents the different reservoirs across the State Water Project and their current levels as of September of 2022. And you can see that they're all very low as well. So in order to look at our future, we ran a SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And so this table lists those different areas that are significant things that we need to consider for the future operations. So some of the strengths that we have here, or that we have especially now, we're very fortunate to have our multiple water sources. So as one water source gets depleted, having multiple water sources is like having different financial accounts and different amounts of money in different banks, so that you can pull out money if one investment in one bank is not doing so well. So we also have the GREAT program, which is taking recycled water and working towards making it potable in the future. We have a robust capital improvements program for placing our infrastructure. We've got an urban water management plan for how we're managing water in the future, as well as a water shortage contingency plan on what to do whenever we hit critical shortage levels in our water supplies. Some of our weaknesses are the regulations in water, and the requirements are constantly coming out. The regulatory timelines associated with those are usually very short. Future staffing levels, we need to be able to get appropriate staff for the expansion of the AWPF, and as well as maintaining our current staffing levels that we need for the day-to-day operations. And the availability of qualified staff is not there, so that's another concern for us. And the fact that we haven't raised water rates in a few years. The last time we did a water rate study was back in 2017. So we also have opportunities. As we look to the future, we have the Aquifer Storage and Recovery Program. We look to develop indirect potable reuse to be able to have an additional water supply that's sustainable and drought proof. We're looking into conjunctive use, and that is alternating between surface water during wet years and using more of that, and so that we can preserve our groundwater supplies and pull those out as we need to when the surface water supplies are depleted. We're currently looking at a cost of service study, and that cost of service study is out to look at all of our operational factors, as well as to design fair and equitable rates. Some of the threats that we have climate change issues. Everyone sees that in the paper every day. We have aging infrastructure. We were incorporated here in Oxnard in 1903, so we're an older city and we have aging infrastructure, and that infrastructure has a lifetime. So that's what the capital improvement project is set out to take care of. There are global supply chain issues and rising equipment costs and supply costs that are a byproduct of the COVID-19 epidemic as well. So in conclusion, there are a lot of outside factors that continue to increase costs to provide water. However, Oxnard's Water Division is always committed to delivering safe and reliable water 24 hours a day and 365 days a year, implementing our 5-year capital improvement program so that we can maintain and replace our aging infrastructure, utilizing recycled water as an additional water source in the future. We're working hard to get that all set up. We're looking close at our water budget to make sure that it's properly funded and efficiently utilized. We're preparing to handle the effects of climate change and what those challenges are. We're looking at securing a reliable and well-maintained water system and maintaining public health and safety for future generations. There's no direct financial impact in receiving this report. And that concludes my presentation. I'll be available to answer questions at the corresponding Public Works and Transportation Committee meeting and City Council meetings. Thank you.